Welcome to Peaceful Streaming. So, I'm back at my representation of my family's cabin in the Catskills. This is actually a photo one of the photos that was in a Google album that, that my family sent me yesterday. So you can see, so this is like, okay, so that picture is this view. Okay, so you can see some of the problems I'm running into is there's like a hill and like a stone wall and stuff, and that's not something I can create in the game. So that's a problem. You can see there's the guest house there. You can't really see the garage here. That's the garage, or that represents the garage. Um, and so yeah, I mean, I have some limitations because the limitations of the game. I can't do any what do you call it when you can change the levels and stuff. My brain's not like really working today. But so yeah, so that's one of the problems I'm running into, or the one of the limitations. So um so I wanted to look at that and see. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed because you can see what I was talking about with, where it's flagstone. It's big pieces of flagstone, and the closest thing we have is this, and that's not really working. Like, we do have some tile inside that actually would work really well, but you can't put inside tile outside. So again, limitations. Um, so I'll just have to work within those limitations. One thing that I forgot is that there's tons and tons of ferns. You can see them here, like all over the place. So I was thinking bushes, but actually a lot of it is ferns. And I can put a lot of them down, but what's going to happen is my game is going to start to get really, really, really slow. However, since those are more accurate, I'm going to take away the grass and I'm going to put more ferns down. If I put a lot of big ones, then I think I think the slowdown or the lag is based on the number of items, not the size. I mean, I could be wrong, definitely. But so I think that'll help. They don't call them ferns in this though, which is kind of frustrating. I think they're actually under flower beds. Yeah, so here's this one. Okay, so that's small. That's not going to help me. Um, so here's this one. Oh, these have to all be planted. That would be. So some of them are called ferns. So, oh God. So it is limited. Oh, holy crap. That's going to take me a long time. Broad fern. Okay, so that looks like it's not perfect, but that actually is pretty close. Oh my God. How long is this going to take me? Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty accurate. It's going to take me a long time, but let's start putting some out here. Shoot. This is definitely one of those things where I'm going to have to do a lot offline when I have time, which is like these days is not happening that much. I am taking Friday off because I worked on Sunday. However, I'm getting the new COVID vaccine because I have an immune system issue, and based on my experience the last couple times, I'm going to be sick. So so sick that I will not feel like sitting even at my computer. So I guess we will see when I can get around to this. I do like it though because this definitely is looking more like the real thing. Now, you can see, however, that under the ferns is lots of leaves. Dead leaves. Well, actually, I guess you can't see that. Oh, you can. So there's like that. That is like, yeah, see, that's like dead leaves and stuff. So, I mean, theoretically, I could spread a lot of the, like the cedar stuff. I'm just worried that might actually cause my game to lag. So that's not going to be like the first thing I do. So, so anyway, I want to do the front. At least like the front area. And especially around there. Like at least this area. Not like way over there or anything, but just to soften things up, just because I really like the way things are or were or are there with just like all the plants all over the place. It really makes me happy. So what I can do is plant smaller ones in between, but again, you know, my game's going to start to lag. So that's going to be a challenge. So I probably will only do one stream today because I'm really not feeling well. I couldn't take my antihistamine for a few days because I got allergy skin test today. So I'm pretty sick. Unfortunately, I have pretty bad allergies. So. See, so I already like, I know it's not a lot so far, but I already like that because it already looks more like it's supposed to. Because this is really the way it was, it like, or is. It just like spilled the plants, like we impose, or you know, my grandmother and my grandfather imposed some order, but not much, which is what I think is great. Basically, the only place there weren't plants was where the buildings were, and the patio. So like there wasn't a garden, there wasn't like all this attempt to like make things look, you know, formal, and so I really liked that. You really felt like you were, you know, in the woods. I mean, you were, but you weren't like trying to tame things. So, yeah, so that looks more like home, so to speak. That's more like the way it's supposed to be. Oh, shoot. I'm having one of these problems with where it doesn't realize I want to actually plant it. No. Yeah, I may just have to. Garden plants need to be planted. Interact with them to do so. I'm trying, but you just keep telling me to pick it up. Yeah, this one's not gonna work. So I don't understand why sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's try this again. Put in the plant. Okay. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I have no idea how or why or when. So yeah, so I can put maybe some smaller ferns over there. Let me look at this. So I can't really see. See, look at those are all like huge ferns. It was all ferns. So I was wondering why it didn't look right. I knew it didn't look right. I just didn't know why it didn't look right. So that was the one thing that my brain was not filling in. is that it was all ferns. I mean, obviously I have a long way to go, and as I said, I'm a little nervous about at what point it's going to start having problems. I mean, what I may have to do if this keeps happening, hey Barry, is I may have to buy a new graphics card. I mean, the one I have is 3 years old. Not quite, but yeah. So I may have to just fork out more money. Oh, here we go again. Put in the plant. Okay, so I'll put that in there. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm so glad that I got all those pictures, because this actually now finally makes sense to me with the ferns instead of the bushes and decorative grass. I didn't know why it wasn't working, but now I do. Oh my god, this is gonna like take forever, isn't it? So I thought what I'd do is do a little inside, little outside. No! Why does it keep doing that? Please stop doing that. Sometimes when you move it, then it's okay. It's been okay. It's wasn't as bad as yesterday, but it's just like I can't wait until, let's see, it'll be like the end of October. And things should be slower and we'll be past our events. It's just things are very stressful. And we have this new software. So we don't know how things work on it, and so it's like trying to get things done is very time consuming and frustrating. Hold to pick up. Of course. Yes, I knew that was going to happen. Put in the plant. So now I have to look at one of these photos because I'm trying to figure out how this goes. So there, I can't really see it. That is, yeah, it's kind of cockeyed. Okay, so this is the part. Yeah, so this is the part I'm at right now. That part that is, there must be, okay, so there is a window. Okay, cool. I was like, why does that wall look so blank? That's not how it was. Okay. Can I put this up there? Probably won't like it, will it? Okay. So there is a window here. So I think I am going to go ahead and do the, I am really exhausted. It's I don't know if it makes sense unless you have allergies, but so like with allergies you get postnasal drip, and for me it's almost like it, I don't want to sound overly dramatic, but it's almost like it's poisoning me, and it just makes me really sick. So, and like I'm nauseous and everything, and the steroids are still causing problems. I still have, like, my face is still puffy and stuff like that. So it's I'm definitely not at my best right now. Let's put it that way. So I think where should this go? Let's do that. So yeah, I think that looks better. So you know, it shows. I don't know if this door comes in the coarse dark oak. This will get as close as possible. So the steroids, I think, are affecting me still. Excuse me. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. My health has just kind of sucked the last few weeks. So, and I'll get better eventually. And the stress does not help. This is why I always talk about getting stress off your body, because it really sucks. It's really so bad for you. And I'm not even talking about mood. I'm like just exclusively talking about your health. So yeah, I also had insomnia last night. So like this is one of the problems when I start thinking about if I have an upcoming interview. So my brain, if I don't like totally turn it off, my brain starts going through all the potential questions and the answers. I'm gonna, what I'm gonna answer. So it started doing that, and even after I fell asleep, it's like I woke up and I was like, did I actually get to sleep? Like I thought I had fallen asleep. And I had to like think about, was I just dreaming? Like it wasn't really a very, I don't know how this is going to look. It wasn't very restful. Let's try cedar. So, yeah, but yeah, no, it's not, it hasn't been a great day. And I did do, that's too, oh, cedar's way too light. Brown. Oh. So it looks like the best one is going to be the Brazil nut. Oh no. I just don't know what to say. I think that I'm going to have to go with that. So, but I think that looks better. I like it better. Yeah, so no, I'm not doing well. That's why I'm probably only going to do one stream, because I just, like when you're nauseous and like all you can think about is being nauseous. It's like when you have a headache. It's like the only thing you can think about is your headache. It's just so all encompassing that it's really, I don't know, maybe just be me. I may just be a big baby, but yeah. So I think the stress has been a big part of the problem recently. I think it's really been affecting my health, the stress from work. So we'll see. I'm not counting on getting this job I'm going to interview for next week. Obviously I'm going to do my best in the interview, because I always do. But I applied for 6 jobs, I think. And then there's another one that hasn't been posted yet that some people have suggested that I apply for. So there are going to be like 7 jobs out there. A couple of them, excuse me, I'm so sorry. A couple of them are executive assistant jobs, which I really don't want. So let's say 5 jobs that I'm actually interested in. So we'll see. But yeah, the stress I think is definitely taking a toll. So oh, sorry, but this is from having insomnia. So like I tried to turn my brain off and be like, don't think about that. Okay, so these are like a little too even. Okay, I'll leave it that for now. I'll try to stagger them a little better. I don't know, maybe I'll redo those. Like I'll do like maybe before I get really sick on Friday. I'll can I move that? Yeah. I'll like sit down and watch something on TV and like redo all these. I just like don't tell me hold to pick up. I knew it was gonna say that. Put in the plant. Okay. Oh, sorry. How are you doing? No, that doesn't look like much better. Do that. I probably should do different sizes too. That actually might be a good idea. Hold to pick up. No. No, come on. Okay, so hold to pick up. Is it too close to, maybe it's too close to the rock. Maybe it's not. Put in the plant. Okay. I don't quite understand this whole thing. I really don't. Well, could be better, could be worse is an improvement over some days. But yeah. I know the feeling. I know. You know, when you have depression, you kind of lower your standards. Because you know how bad some days could be. Okay, so that color's different, so I don't really want to do that. Let's see how this looks. The little ones? Yeah, let's stagger these a little in. I am concerned about putting too many items, but... Oh, wait a minute. Do I not have to plant those? I don't have to plant those. So I'm not sure those are really light in color. I'm not sure that's broad fern. That's one I just used. Then I just used round fern. Huh. So this is a different one. Right? Let's put it over here and see. From the photos, it looks like these were like, it was pretty much all the same variety of fern. So I don't know, I should probably stagger them a little, but so oh, whoops, I forgot outside. Oh, I knocked that down. Okay. So yeah, I have this problem. Because I can't landscape. I can't change I can't do anything like build up this area, which is what it's really supposed to be. So I think the only thing to do is to put in some bushes. I think I'm going to do that. Because, let's see, leaf plants. There was a bush I was using that's 0.4, too small. 0.25. Broad bush 1. Okay, so I think I'm probably gonna have to think about this. And I'm not sure if I want to put the ones with the red. Let's do a few of these. Yeah, I mean, honestly, in some ways, I kind of wish I was doing this in The Sims because I would have so much more, like, latitude as far as, like, really making it look exactly like it should. But it is what it is. Come on. Let's put like a different plant, a different bush. That was 1. This is 1. This is 1.5. So this is really, yes, I'm gonna have to move. Let's put that in. This, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to put a second one of those. And actually, I forgot there was another building over there. This was like a hunting cabin. I'm gonna have to move some stuff, aren't I? I am. So let me look at this and see how I'm doing. No, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. I don't think it shows in here. No, it doesn't. I'll have to look at the plans, but you can see that's the garage. So it was pretty close to the house. It actually had a porch, so yeah, that was. I know that looks a little weird, but so I think I'm gonna move it a little closer. Because so what it was here was a driveway. It came up here, ended right about there, and then there was a walkway. I think I also need to look at like Google Maps or whatever is Google Earth. Yeah, so I've been feeling kind of crappy, but other than that, I mean, it's just your basic kind of crappy. I think what I want to do is, whoops, how am I doing? I think I need to put a door in here, don't I? Yeah, okay. But I'm definitely not at my best right now. Tired, you know, from the insomnia, stress. What I need to do is start exercising. So we have a treadmill now. So I am definitely going to do that. Let's see, put another one of these doors. Ooh, okay, I have to redo that. To change this, oh my gosh, okay. So that one's right. Then I'm gonna put a window there. Why don't I do that while I'm thinking of it? Shoot, wait a minute. Can't really see that side. I think there's a window there though. On the other side, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Let's just assume it's the same type of window. Maybe bigger. I can't remember. I think maybe a little bigger. Hey, Alanis, how are you doing? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting there. So, Barry, my depression has been getting better. I mean, even though work is stressful, one of the things that really caused my depression during the pandemic was working from home. So I felt really isolated and everything. So even though, even though I would prefer like this whole thing with work, you know, to a great extent was seemingly about the ability to work from home. It really wasn't. So it's actually good for me to be in the office 5 days a week, even though I'd obviously like to have the option to be sick when I need to be sick. Why is that not letting me? Oh, it was just me being ridiculous. You know what? That's actually too far over. Can I do that? Nope. First I have to put it in. Oh God, I think I screwed it up. Okay, now I have to move it. So anyway, so my depression's better than it was because, I mean, I'm an introvert, but I really need to be around people more than I was. So I don't know if that's, you know what, that's not where it was. I remember, so I'm gonna move it over a little. So let's see. I feel like it was, I don't know. But I'm really psyched that I got those pictures from my family. It really just helps so much. Obviously, I am zoning out, and I don't mean to. Sorry, I'm just stupid. Stupid insomnia. Stupid brain just like starts going sometimes, and I just can't stop. I can't turn it off. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't do this room, huh? I didn't do the inside. How'd that happen? I just didn't get around to it because so the bottom part I decided was horizontal, right? Yes, okay. And then it got vertical. Okay. See, my brain is like just not working. Yes. Yes, I know. But I don't, is that the way it used to be? I guess it always was that way with the windows. Um oh god, my back is just like seizing up. Yeah, this is like the stress is then causing problems with my MS, and I need to figure out when I'm going to exercise. Oh, really? Did I like... Okay, so I need a lot more. But yeah, so I'm freaking exhausted. Stupid brain. And then I'm also trying like not to get really excited about the job I'm going to interview for, because I don't want to get disappointed, which is a little dumb. But I mean, again, I always do my best in an interview, so it's not like I'm going to do a crappy job. But the questions, excuse me, the questions that the written questions I had to answer last weekend actually were a lot of the questions that you normally get asked like on like the second or third interview. So it seems like it's a somewhat unique process. I think that also on campus they've been changing the hiring process to try to eliminate bias. So so things are definitely different than they used to be. I think for the better, but so because some people are not good in interviews just because it's just not one of their skills. And I think that a lot of times those people get shafted out of good jobs because they're just not you know, thinking on their feet is just not one of their skills. They're better at other stuff. I happen to think pretty well on my feet, so I always interview well. But that's not, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I suck at other things. So, but yeah, I'm glad that they're what they're doing a lot now is giving you the questions a day or so ahead of time, or in this case, letting you just do written answers. So I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I'm really tired. Okay, so then I need to do the windowsill inside stuff. Let's put this down here. Oh, shoot. That was the window I just used, right? Nope. I'm not drinking my coffee. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just freaking exhausted. I think this is this the one? Maybe. That works. Yep. It's not true to life, but okay. Okay, so back to the let's see, rotated, non-rotated. Okay, so we need one there, maybe one here. I hope that's the last time I do the windows, because I think I've done them quite a few times. At least this seems like incredibly familiar. Okay. That's not right. So how isn't that right? Should be right. I'm confused. So somehow, so I need the horizontal ones, huh? That's weird. It's really weird. Normally, okay, so those are the right ones. And there was here. Okay, those are done. Okay, so I'm not going to do the other end today. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. So let's look at the picture. Did I put it around the side? Shoot, where did I put it? Here it is. Let's put some trees back here. I mean, I'm not really going to be able to approximate that whole like build up in the stone walls, but I'll do my best. Thanks. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one who just like, under certain circumstances, I just can't turn my brain off. I tried. Oh, I'm sorry. Edible plants. Actually, there are some good fruit trees, come to think of it. It doesn't tell you the size. That's the only problem. The apple ones are pretty decent size. So let's put that in. I keep forgetting that, is that they actually, the fruit trees are actually a decent size, and they're not that weird ass thing where it's like this long straight trunk with like a ball on the top. They look more natural in general. So yeah, okay. There's the apple, cherry, medium cherry, small cherry, large cherry. So yeah, see, these are good. I think I'm gonna need to get a new graphics card. I really don't want to have that problem with lagging. No! Oh no! Oh, Barry. Oh. Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. That's too bad. I hope you guys can get them into a room together. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, I adored my grandmother was a little difficult, but my grandfather was just a real sweetheart. And so yeah, I feel ya. That's too bad. I'm so sorry. But I guess I know this is totally one of those things that I am probably going to sound so stupid. But I've heard a lot of times of people who really love each other, and especially when they're older, like the surviving partner doesn't live very long. And obviously it would be better if neither one of them was dying, and it's not necessarily better for them to be dying at the same time. But I know I was just stupid. Never mind. I'm not going to finish what I was saying because it's just dumb. But I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's really rough. Man, that's going to be tough. It's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. Okay, so let's take this horrible one away. That's a lot to deal with all at once. That's sad. What's going on with your grandmother? Aw, they sound sweet. How old are they, by the way? Okay, so that's looking a little more filled in. Let's put a tree over here. Yep, it's gonna be time to get that new graphics card. How big is this one? Oh wow, that's pretty big. Okay, so we're okay. Where's the, oh, the tree's way over here. Okay. I'm trying to decide what to do with this. I think the bushes are definitely helping things. But I think I need to do a variety. The trees are definitely helping things. Lettuce. I could put lettuce down. Bunches. Oh, wait a minute. This is actually Okay, so they weren't raspberries. Maybe they were raspberries. But so there are like raspberry bushes and stuff growing around. So yeah, it's actually more accurate than this decorative grass, which is completely wrong. Yeah, so let's put some of these around. Yeah, I think they're raspberries, not blackberries. I believe so. I'm definitely gonna have to mix things up with those ferns. They're not really working. Oh, and this is a different kind of raspberry, like a. Okay, no, that's not really accurate. Thank you. Yeah, I like it. I think it's coming together. It's. I mean, I'm trying not to be picky about the fact that it doesn't look exactly the same, but I have to be realistic. It does. It does kind of make me like desperately want to do it in The Sims and get it exactly right, but I don't know if I'll ever do that. Okay, so let's put. No, I was gonna do bushes. That's right. I wasn't gonna do. Okay, I wasn't gonna do a tree. I'm gonna do some more bushes. Leaf plants. 1.5. Okay, so I think that's a small one. 0.4. This one. What about this one? Yeah, let's put this one like here, and then maybe put some ferns in front of these. Might look good. Okay, so let's put some ferns down. But oh, I know what I was looking at. You know what? I think that a bench, we have like a bench. I think that's more accurate. That looks like a bench. No, wait a minute. There's the table with the chairs. See, it was an Adirondack chair, not a huge surprise. So we don't really have that. I'll have to look in the workshop and see if someone did an Adirondack chair. If not, then this one is probably the closest kind of like, look and feel thing. If you know what I mean. Oh, I got a ring light. Total disappointment. I thought that it like shows it clipping onto your monitor. Not so much. So I'm gonna bring this one in to work. Use it for like Zoom calls and stuff, and find one that actually clips onto the monitor. Flower bed. Okay, yeah, I'm like doing really well. What about this? How big is this? Yeah, this is the kind of thing that like. Yeah, I'll put some of that stuff around, mix it up a little. I know, I mean, like, definitely a huge part of what was there was ferns, but let's not be completely. So it was. Shoot, which one was it? Was this it? Yeah. Okay. So let's put in the plant. I was so happy when I saw that picture because I was like, oh my god, that's it. It was ferns. It was like, god, that was it. It would just like clicked for me. No, 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 no. Don't tell me hold to pick up. Come on. And I don't know why this happens. Put in the plant. See, it's fine here. So it may have something to do with having it too close to the... No, that's not it. Because this, I'm able to do this all the time where I put it right up next to... Maybe it was too close to the house? I don't know. But I'll try it again and it'll be like, yeah, no problem. Right? This is what's going to happen. Nope. Okay. But if I keep moving it around... See, put in the plant. You know? Oh, yeah, definitely get the garden DLC if you can. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not... I mean, the autism program, that's nice. Um, that's rough. I'm so sorry, Barry. This has been a really tough period for you. And grief, let me tell you, grief is really strange. So it's like, it's not a straight line, and it can get really confusing. When my biological father died, first of all, it was not a surprise. He had ALS, so, you know, it had been a few years. He actually lasted longer than they thought. And also, we had like a pretty fraught relationship. We had reconciled like in, you know, recent years, but my stepfather is really my father. So like I kind of, in between those two things, I kind of thought, you know, knew it was coming, not the most important person in my life. And so after he died, like for the next month, I was really cranky and moody. And it was just, so it was like very much unconscious, an unconscious effect. It wasn't, it like, I didn't recognize that it was grief. It was just very strange. Like, I promise you, whenever my stepfather dies, I will be completely in touch with my grief. Like, there's no question. So it was just weird. Like, it wasn't what I expected, and you know. So it's one of those things that you're not gonna, when they do pass away, you're not gonna recover in a straight line. You're gonna have good days and bad days with that too. And then at one point you're gonna think that you're kind of done with crying, and then the next thing you know, you're crying again. So it's just one of those things that I think like a lot of people don't understand about grief. It's just very, it's very erratic, I guess. That's kind of not exactly the word I'm looking for, but so it kind of makes it, like, if you don't know that, it kind of makes it hard to deal with. I'm not sure if I'm really expressing myself well, but it's just really, you know, it's just very complicated. I mean, we're complicated beings, so it's not a huge surprise. But I'm so sorry. That's so rough. And it's the same thing. I mean, like, your grandmother in some ways has been lost to you for a while, so like you may kind of feel like the same way like I felt with my biological father. Well, we knew it was coming. It wasn't exactly the same relationship, you know. So, and then it may kind of whack you when you least expect it, you know. So it definitely is complicated when someone has dementia, because it's just it's just complicated. It's a very complicated situation. So yeah, so it's gonna be kind of rough, and it's definitely gonna be hard to handle. So you're, I mean, does your grandmother like recognize your grandfather at all, or she thinks he's in his 80s? So she knows who he is, but she doesn't realize that. She just doesn't realize time has passed. She doesn't realize what, what decade she's in, or they're in. Well, I think that definitely looks better, right? Well, maybe not better, but it's more complete. This light too, this freaking ring light, is coming at the side of my eyes, and it's really bothering me more than what am I doing? I think more than if it was coming straight on. So let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put this here, and I think that's gonna be it because I'm just not feeling well. So definitely an improvement. I mean, it's just from like getting filled in. I'm gonna put one more. I think one more bush. I think I'm gonna start looking at graphics cards. Maybe I should wait. I don't know. But I really don't want to be not be able to do certain properties the way I want to do them because my computer can't handle it. So let's see. I'm gonna put in one more plant, one more bush, like a small one, smaller one. No, it's not flower beds. It's leaf plants. So it's like maybe this one. Let's do that one. That should be smaller. Yeah. It looks a little bit like the one next to it. Okay, I wanted to do something like a variety. What's my style in this game? So your grandmother knows who he is, and that's it. Well, that you know what, but that's better than the alternative. So my style, I generally, I mean, I think I have a pretty consistent style because once in a while I'll do something that's like modern and sleek, but it's pretty rare. Like I always seem to end up doing like just like comfy, cozy type of stuff, unless I'm going for a specific type of look. Like for instance, when I was doing the I did this thing of only murders in the building, kind of like these New York style like historic type apartments. And so I did one that was like a Victorian look. So, but that's kind of unusual for me. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Was it? Like I just seem to end up doing like just kind of cozy types. I don't know, because it's just like what I like, and cozy and like I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, like livable. You know what I mean? Like once in a while I'll do something that's like, yeah, okay, this is like really rich people who just only they're really into how things look, but most of the time it ends up being this is a place I'd like to live in. And so I tend to do places that I look at. I'm like, wow, I'd really love to live there. It's really like livable and pretty, and so yeah, I think I'm pretty consistent. Like I said, unless I'm going for a specific look just to do something different, then it's definitely the cozy stuff. So yeah. So well, I've been going for an hour, you guys, and I'm really tired. But and I'm sorry that I'm just like being such a poop today. But I really appreciate you stopping by, Barry and Alanis, and everyone else who stopped by, and everyone watching the VOD. I really appreciate you guys so much, and I don't say that enough. I don't want you to think because I don't say it, I don't mean it. I really just appreciate so much that you guys stop by and spend time with me. I really do. So yeah, well, Alanis, remember I have the YouTube channel, so I have no idea how many hundreds and hundreds of videos because it's been a year and I've done like two streams, like an average of mostly two streams every night. So yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. So yeah. Have a good night, Alanis. Barry, you're welcome for the stream. Take care, okay? Take care of yourself. You've been dealing with a lot, so just remember it's like you're getting body blows, and just keep that in mind and be kind to yourself. So and of course everyone else, please remember that things are still pretty rough, and to be kind to yourself, and just give yourself, I think it's like just give yourself grace. I'm not sure if that's the term, but you know what? Just don't be too hard on yourself. And take care, and I'll see you soon. Night, everyone.